Hey.
Hi. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
Nice. Oh, you were the real deal. I'm going to ask you a question, okay? Being that me and Pavitt are over here and we're being all friendly. Do you remember the Rolex co-branded Tiffany and Company watches?
Intimately.
I'm sure you do.
Because I was the guy that would stamp them on the dials.
There we go.
Because Tiffany had their own stamp. They would actually, let me sit down. Tiffany would receive watches from Rolex and then actually any other brand that they sold.
Wow.
Because at that point, we had a year exclusive with Blancpain. When Blancpain came to the States, we had them exclusively for a year. Breguet, AP, but some people would not like to have their Tiffany on the dial. So
right.
Some we would get, including Rolexes. Rolexes would come from Switzerland stamped. Some would be stamped down the street.
And some were at Fifth Avenue were stamped.
Yes, because some people didn't. 7th floor. That was my shop.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
What you're telling me right now, I've been telling guys this for years, okay, that the dials were actually stamped here, most of them. Different, they did them some at Tiffany, when they came out of Tiffany, and some of them came out of, the Rolex building on Fifth Avenue. Then they had different ones that were stamped in Switzerland.
At least 4 different fonts that I know
That is
of.
correct. Wow. Let me tell you something. This is like the best interview that I've had in years.
Jesus.
Right now. No, I'm dead serious. Because everybody wants to have their own opinion about that. You're entitled to your own opinion. You're not entitled to your own facts. I've been telling people this for years about Tiffany dials. And my watchmaker used to do the ones over at Rolex, and they used to use the little cliche like that,
Right.
and they used to use, and
it's a big rubber bulb.
Correct.
That you'd slide it over, dip
Off
it in
the
the
record.
ink.
You're retired. We're going to go off the record here. Many watchmakers, back in the day, before they had security, metal detectors, all this, they would bring their own dials in. And that's where a lot of Tiffany dials came from that are on many different watches that are floating around now. You could always tell the real ones because they're a little sloppy. They have that every one is a little different.
And a lot of the paddocks are not level.
That's
They have a
correct.
very, very slight
little
tilt.
that
I've
up.
got a 2-tone Tiffany blue sub too.
Oh, nice. Do you have the paperwork for it
No.
and stuff from Tiffany?
No.
Sometimes, like the Tiffany paperwork from the U.S., they would always have like little typing on the T that you could always tell when if somebody tried to counterfeit, fake
Just
it
about
and
every
stuff.
dial refinishing company has the Tiffany stamp.
But they're never right. Unless it came from you
No,
guys.
that's why you see them on